We'll do a track on this part of the storm. This storm is, it's hard to, this storm right here is a little puzzling because the part that's moving into the Garland County area is, it looks like they're becoming one system, but we're going to treat it as two for sure.
That new warning does not include Hot Springs, but Ned, I don't want to interrupt you and I apologize, but the rotation coming into Hot Springs has gotten stronger and there's a greater concern, and it's south of Crystal Springs heading up towards Piney, and it may affect western and the northern end of Hot Springs.
Let's go back to our VRAD. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you there, but I wanted just to show you that there may be just a little bit of good news, and for some reason it just decided to stop cycling there. As it moves towards the northeast, here's Hot Springs. It's due west and moving northeast. So Hot Springs, this may go just to the north of town. That is 270 out of Hot Springs as it goes towards Mount Ida. That's what it's crossing right now. That possible tornado, that funnel cloud that has been reported, is crossing 270 in and around Crystal Springs and heading towards the east-northeast. So Mountain Pine, Mountain Valley, Hot Springs Village, over here further towards the east, towards the far eastern end of Garland County. I think that's where we're going to see that circulation come by. But I do not want to minimize the threat to the Spa City right now. I still wholeheartely believe you need to be in your safe place. But there may be a little glimmer of hope here that this may stay just a little bit to the north. It's bad news for Mountain Pine, of course, but it's bad news for them. But maybe a little bit of good news for Hot Springs.
The new warning that was just issued for Garland, Montgomery, Hot Spring, Pike, Clark County, I've got that centered up right now, so we'll take a look. Just to give you an idea, there's Daisy, there's Kirby. You've heard, if you've been with us this afternoon, you've noticed those names for sure, and there's U.S. Highway 70 that runs all the way up to Glenwood and then on to Hot Springs. So that gives you a perspective. From Kirby, southbound, where the circulation is, there's Arkansas Highway 27 that runs south of Kirby, and there is Arkansas US 70 that runs from Daisy to Kirby to Glenwood. So that kind of gives you a perspective of where that circulation is. It's located south of Kirby near Pike City. That's where we believe the main circulation area is, or the possible rotation somewhere in that area. And again, we'll zoom out a little bit more on the storm. You can see its movement is toward the northeast, again, at about 50 miles an hour. So from north of Murfreesboro in that general area at about 50, it's going to track, again, across Clark County, and that's why so many counties are listed in this tornado warning. But there will be the storm track of that storm. Daisy, Pike City, Kirby at about 517, Caney Valley, Glenwood, and Amity. And that's why Garland, portions of Garland, Montgomery, Hot Spring, Pike, and Clark County, you can count the counties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all touching that storm path right there. So that's why so many counties are listed. And that's what our Weather Call 7 takes care of for you, because when the National Weather Service issues the warning box, if you were signed up for Weather Call 7, it just calls you only if that storm will be affecting you at the residence within that storm box.
Okay. We now have a continuation of that tornado warning for Garland and Saline till 5:45. It's still no indication. This is, again, I keep harping on this, I know, but nothing has touched down. We have had no reports that this storm has produced an actual tornado. It has funnel clouds, but it's now 6 miles south of Lake Washita. Let's go to volumetric radar. And on the volumetric radar, you can see the green area. The circulation continues to move towards Hot Springs and Mountain Pine.
They will be discontinued, hopefully, but looking at there are the warnings. Okay, yeah. Right there. So those are the warnings that we're dealing with. And
there's three main storms.
Yeah, there are three main storms. The one near Perryville in Perry County, the brunt of that is going to be moving into, right now it looks like Conway County. And then the other one is going to pass just north of the Hot Springs area. And the other one that is extending farther to the south into sections of Pike County, as you can see, near Murfreesboro, north of there, That's the one up to Glenwood that looks like it could affect more deeply into southeastern sections and south central sections of Hot Springs, including downtown Hot Springs. So we need to be wary of this entire cluster because it has 3 distinct tornado warnings out for it on this storm. So I'll take a look at them again and show you the 3 storms that are producing possible rotations. We've had no reports. I want to reiterate that. We've had no reports of any tornadoes touching down, but we have had reports of some storm damage in western Garland County where the brunt of those warnings are in effect. So we've got 1 warning for Garland, Montgomery, Hot Spring, Pike, and Clark County. That's the one touching all those counties until 6 o'clock. We have another one for Conway, Faulkner, Perry, Pulaski. That's the northern extent. That's until 5:30, 10 minutes from now.
Ned, there are, I just want to tell you, volumetric radar is now picking up. We have 2, and it just came up, 2 tornado vortex signatures now, which means that they're called TVSs, and I'll show you the rotation west of Bigelow has actually strengthened, and it's moving up along I-40 towards I-40. Put this into motion. Follow the circulation. It's going to go from Conway west towards Plummerville or Menifee. That's probably where this is going to cross. Somewhere on the south end, Conway up towards Menifee and Plummerville. No tornado warning yet, but for those areas, but it has strengthened that rotation. And the other thing that is ominous, here's Hot Springs. This rotation, thankfully, is going to stay to the north of Hot Springs near Mountain Pine, and it's taking more of a northerly course right now with this. It's going to get pulled up towards Mountain Valley and into Jesseville the way it looks, but the rotation has actually gotten stronger. It's going over forested area, but there are some small communities within there. We want you to take the tornado precautions, but with that storm, we are breathing a sigh of relief right now as we look at that tornado warning getting cut back, but we're breathing a sigh of relief for the moment for that storm in Hot Springs. We now get a new tornado warning that has just now been issued for Garland, Perry, Saline, and Yell. This is a Doppler radar indicated tornado, the one that we've been following that has been extended to include, again, this is the same storm I'm on right now, the far western areas of Saline County. And on that path, this one storm will miss Benton and Bryant, but it will head up towards Perrin. And again, it's like there's a boundary that has been laid down, and these storms are going to continue to go over that same boundary and affect areas from Perrin up towards Y Mountain. Again, with this storm and Bigelow in those areas, you're already getting one right now, but this is another one. And I think unless this starts taking a hard right turn, we'll miss Little Rock just towards the west. We have more storms towards the south, and I'll show you in the rain mode here, that do show signs of rotation. Here's another one, and this is a very strong hook echo south of Kirby. So yet another tornado warning on the very southern end of that line. Several of these are lining up, and eventually this whole area is going to shift towards the east, but right now they continue to train over the same areas.
Emergency alert system has been activated. Please tune to channel 18 for further information. The emergency alert system has been activated. Please tune to channel 18 for further information.
Probably be in this area here between Bigelow and New Dixie, and that is County Road 90, and this is County Road 240 to give you a perspective. It's Harris Farm Road, and that is County Road 78. So anywhere here near Bigelow, and that road is Arkansas 113 spur road that runs up to Bigelow, and from there the circulation that we are looking at, I'll zoom out just a little bit more to kind of give you a better perspective of where we are. This is moving into southern sections of Conway County and possibly western sections of Faulkner County, as well as Perry County. So it's in this area right here that we are looking at, this area right there where the possible circulation is between Nogle and Bigelow with that storm, and it is moving pretty much in this direction or possibly a little more east of that direction. But that is one tornado warning that is in effect, and again tracking into southwestern sections. I'll give you an idea, kind of show you where we are. Right here, that is Conway County that I'm drawing. There's Morrilton. As you can see, Morrilton right there. here's the brunt of the storm that we're looking at, and that is in northern sections of Perry County right now. So it's in this area here, northern sections near Bigelow, that we are.
They just issued a new tornado warning for that, and it does include Conway.
That does include Conway.
Yeah, but it looks like it may stay just west or north of Conway still. They're on the very edge of the warning.
So it's in that area right there between Perryville and Conway, and the storm is moving toward, looks like east-northeast at about 45 miles per hour. But again, giving you an idea of where we are, just for your perspective, right here is Conway County, and as you can see north of that line, that's Morrilton, and that's Highway 40. This is the Pulaski County line right here. So that storm is north of the Pulaski County line right now, and here is Faulkner County in this area right there. That's Faulkner County, and there's Conway, as you can see, in Interstate 40, and here is the circulation that we are looking at within that storm right there, just to the southeast of the Morrilton area, and it is lifting in a way, and I will show you the warning as we remove the radar, but there are the warnings. So it is moving in a way that will take it along Highway 65 that runs north of Conway up to Greenbrier. That's also in the path of the storm. So that storm has remained active, Todd, it seems like for a long time, well more than an hour to an hour and a half, as that storm is tracked all the way from northern sections of Garland County and all the way into Perry County. But those are the
in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. But on volumetric radar, I'm going to go over 3 areas of rotation. The first one heading up, that's the one Wayne is going towards right now on volumetric radar. Wayne is located. Morgan exit. He's at the Morgan exit, so he's down here. This thing's going to pass him. It's going to be well in front of him.
But again, where he is moving to, there is a tornado warning that's in effect.
Yes, there is. But that's one area of rotation. The other thing I wanted to point out here, okay, we now have reports at Brady Mountain. There's damage reports on Ragweed Valley Road at Brady Mountain. And this storm in Garland County, north of Mountain Pine, heading towards Jessieville. Look at this, Ned. This is very scary looking to see this tightly wound up rotation. Let's hope this thing dies out by the time it gets to Jessieville. And then that's the second area I wanted to show you. The third area of rotation is down here. And again, this is following along or maybe just a little bit south of the storm in front of it, the track on that one, and it's moving into far western areas of Garland, far southwestern areas of Garland County along Highway 70, again, right up into the Crystal Springs and Piney area. So you need to get in your safe places once again. There are 3 areas of rotation. Again, moving again west of Hot Springs, north of Hot Springs, and one approaching the Conway area. Ned?
Okay. The one you said that you were looking at that has the TVS signature, is that the one that is north of Mountain Pine? Yes. Okay, because I'm getting a good signature on it,
too. It's the strongest one.
Radars.
The strongest one I've noticed all afternoon. Just want to let you know that apparently the damage at Brady Mountain has been extensive enough that we have a news crew on the way. There's extensive damage up there.
Okay, what you're looking at is that area. It looks like this is also possibly, Todd, with a little luck, is this part of the storm is going to pass through or just to the northwest of the Hot Springs Village area. There's Hot Springs Village, and this is showing you a good indication within that structure there, Todd.
Let me focus in on this other storm further to the south, and we want, again, we cannot urge you enough right now in Perrin to take cover. This is a confirmed tornado. It has produced plenty of damage in the Hot Springs Village area. Let's go to our VRAD, please. This is Perrin, and here's the rotation, which is just it's very ominous looking. Here's Ferndale. This is going to stay maybe just to the west of Ferndale. This is Highway 10, and Lake Maumelle is located up here. This is going to cross over Lake Maumelle at some point, I have a feeling.
Center of circulation on that storm is right along Highway 9 that runs north to Perrin, Todd.
Yeah, it's going over Highway 9 right now. Near Perrin, and this is a very serious situation, and we'll cross Highway 10 around Lake Maumelle. There's a tornado warning for Pulaski, but this one does not include Little Rock. And Ned, one other thing I want to show you here on our volumetric radar. It is this storm down here in southern portions of Garland County, which now shows rotation starting to form in and around the Lonsdale area. That yet is another tornado warning, which will be coming up Interstate 30 on the north side and could be affecting that will be affecting the Benton area. So we have to really start paying attention to that southern end of that line, because that's going to graze I-30 right up towards Benton. So there are 3 areas right here, 3 areas of circulation, one near Perryville, one in the rugged area of northern Saline County approaching Perrin, and another one trying to develop now in eastern Garland County, extreme northeast, the northern tip of Hot Spring, moving into Saline County. So there are, again, 3 places that look very ominous.
This storm here in the Perrin area on our 5 live Doppler radars, we're getting a very good inflow signature on that, as you can see, and that is just pretty much pretty classic hook echo that we are looking at there, and it is tracking and will track right across the far northwestern sections of Pulaski County, near Lunsford Corner and Williams Junction. It looks like the main circulation could even affect Ferndale on the south end in Pulaski County, western Pulaski County. Keep that in mind, but again, with this storm, we are looking at this area here. You can see that is what we call a hook signature right in there. It's kind of a reverse.
Trees down in Perryville.
In Perryville?
Trees down in Perryville.
All right, well, that's the storm near...
that's obviously, that's
Perrin right now also.
That was noted just at 6:35, and I can just about guarantee you that was with the tornado.
The tornado, then is Pinnacolarum, which is where we've been warning.
Yep.
So I've got 2 tornado vortex signatures for that storm, and one just a little bit farther to the north, and they're looking at a 40% probability of a storm track there, and this area will be affecting Roland, Mayflower, Round Mountain, Gold Creek, Belks Corner, and Brumley by
Western areas of Little Rock getting strong thunderstorm winds right now, beyond a shadow of a doubt right now. Let me give you some more information here. Tornado warning continues now for Cleburne, Conway, Faulkner, Perry, and Van Buren. And this is not updating just yet. We just lost the internet connection to this computer, so give that a second to update. Let's go to our volumetric metrics. This is it right here, but it's more likely just about to cross over the Arkansas River in Mayflower, and we're urging everybody in Mayflower to get down right now. Put as many walls between you and the outside, between Maumelle, Morgan, and into Mayflower, right along Interstate 40. This is going to cross over. And the other situation I'm keeping an eye on, Ned.
This is one near Menifee?
No, I'm watching the one in western Pulaski County right now. But there's some rotation trying to spin up right now north of Salem. As you were showing a tornado vortex signature in Saline County, but it's north of Salem, and it's okay. We have Bobby Powers. He's one of our storm chasers. He's joining us right now. Bobby, what do you have? He's in Benton, I think. Bobby?
Todd, no, actually, I'm in Morgan. I just got to Morgan. I'm on Panther Mountain looking to the west, and we just watched a rotating gusty winds as the wall cloud moved just to our west and a little bit north of our location.
Okay, but you did not see anything touch the ground as that came over Mayflower?
I could not see anything on the ground, but again, I'm rain wrapped now, so I would take precautions. It looked like a dangerous wall cloud.
Okay, thank you very much for that report, Bobby.
Thanks, Todd.
And Ned, that rotation there on our volumetric radar continues to show even stronger rotation as it moves up towards Mayflower. And as Bobby just told you, this is lagging behind just a little bit. It's around Mayflower, just a little bit north in the being field along Interstate 40. We also have coming in continuation of the tornado warning northwest of Bryant. We now have a Doppler radar indicated tornado continuing, and this does include Little Rock. So we want everybody in West Little Rock right now, you need to take cover immediately. This is for the greater Little Rock area, including downtown, midtown, all of Little Rock right now. You need to be taking your tornado precautions. The curiosity factor, I know, is high. Do not go out and try to find this thing. It is in Saline County right now, north of Salem. It is moving into southwestern areas of Pulaski County, around or just north of Otter Creek. This is where the Doppler radar indicated tornado is located. Let me take off all these warning boxes. This is where it's located. Everybody in the greater Little Rock area needs to take their tornado precautions, and even up towards Mayflower and areas to the north and just east of Conway. Ned, this is this system here, the storm in portions of Pulaski County, Saline County, seems to be one.
Alerts and a possible severe thunderstorm producing a tornado near Menifee. That's where we're looking at right now. This storm is about 4 miles east of Plumerville, or located near Menifee. So the tornado warning for this storm here that we're looking at is for Van Buren County, southeastern Van Buren County, southwestern Cleburne County, eastern Conway, northern Faulkner County, and northeastern Perry County in central Arkansas. So it's that storm there that is continuing to track on toward the northeast. We'll put a track on that storm from the center near the Menifee area right along I-40 and track the storm. Let me track a little farther here and track it toward the northeast. It's going at about 35 miles per hour toward the northeast. So again, this is possibly going to be moving toward the Greenbrier area by about 7:30, near Linder at 7:27, McGinty Town at 7:43, and Worcester probably about 7:13. Right now it's 7:06, so that is where that storm is, just north of Conway near Menifee. And that's, again, like so many of these tonight, Todd, just showing signs of rotation along it and possible damage from wind with that storm. Either way, it's going to be a dangerous situation. And from there all the way down to Mayflower, a little farther south, that's where the rotation is in western Pulaski County, and this is near Palarm and Maumelle and Palarm, and that is where a tornado warning is in effect. And that storm is going to be crossing Interstate 40 very soon between Mayflower and up to Conway. I'll track that storm, and then we'll look for any more information on it right now. But where that storm is in its current position right here, just near or north of Mayflower, tracking northeast at about 40 miles per hour. And that system will be moving through Mayflower, Gentry Corner, Saltillo, Otto, and Beryl. And then beyond that time, 7:28 at Beryl, Funston 7:23, Valonia at 7:33, and El Paso shortly after that. So that is where that will have. Christina, is she standing by? Some more information?
We got to get this information out, confirm tornado on the ground. Where?
State Police, Mayflower.
At Mayflower.
That's where we were just tracking.
By State Police? It is on. Okay.
That's this area right here on our 5 live Dopplers that we're looking at near Mayflower. It's that area right there. This, of course, near Mayflower is right along it, I-365, and that is I-40 westbound. I'm going to move this a little farther to the west. I'm going to give you where the storm is. If you look at Mayflower on confirmed tornado there, that is Arkansas 89. A little farther south of there is Artisan Well Road, and a little farther to the north, that is Allen Drive near Saltillo. House is including Highway 89 that runs from the Mayflower area eastbound Gentry Corner. But we do have a confirmed tornado, Todd, on the ground in the vicinity of Mayflower, and you can see here, I'm going to show you where it is, again, where we feel this storm is. That vicinity area.
On the south side of that circulation, they're saying at the Weather Service that is a debris signature on radar, meaning, and we're very close to it.
This area right here?
Yeah. Let me show you on VRAD. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See this just north of Maumelle along Interstate 40? That's actually stuff getting picked up from the ground. That's not rain. That's debris. That's whatever is in the path of this confirmed tornado on the ground, picking it up, and it's very close to the radar. So we, think that that's very accurate as it moves up towards the Mayflower. This storm is going to miss at least the tornadic part of the storm, Conway, but it's going to head through extreme Faulkner County.
Conway is going to be
80 high you in the outside and get to the lowest level of your home, because this is a very dangerous situation.
Todd, look at this. I've got our tornado index on right now. And
very high.
There's an 8. Getting a 17 on that storm, that's a tornado likely. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the vicinity of Maumelle or anywhere around that, we have one of the highest numbers we have seen on our tornado index just between Maumelle and Mayflower along Interstate 40. We've got a 17 on our tornado index, which means tornado extreme likely. And as a matter of fact, we have an index, which means tornado very likely north of Maumelle and also in the Mayflower area. As far as hail is concerned, from that storm, from Valonia south, look at this too. There's Maumelle, and the storm's coming in south of there through the Little Rock area right now. We are looking at extremely large hail, 2.3-inch hail, Todd.
Yeah.
In the storm that's on the southern flank side of that storm, Mayflower and Maumelle right now. So that entire
Little Rock needs to prepare, and you're already getting it. Extremely large hail. Get the cars inside, but by far the worst. And Ned, I'm looking at even a stronger debris now. We can see exactly on volumetric radar.
I'm still getting 11s and 15s.
That's stuff getting more cautions right now. It's going to cross Highway 107. It is just now crossing 89 right now, east of Mayflower. But this is an extremely dangerous situation. A confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage. We know this for a fact on the radar. Thankfully, it is now east of Mayflower. Continue with that, Ned. You got
just to the east of Mayflower, just east of Interstate 40. It's tracking, as you said, toward Valonia. Valonia, it is 7:13. This storm will be moving into your area at 7:30. After that, on to Otto. After that, on to Funston. And continuing into sections of White County, out of northern sections and southern sections of Pulaski and Faulkner County. Again, where a confirmed tornado is on the ground. Now it's moving east of Mayflower, Todd.
Ned, got another problem now developing in West Little Rock. I see rotation developing now near Otter Creek. It's now moving into West Little Rock. This is I-630. This is very strong rotation developing in southwest Pulaski County. This is nothing to take lightly. I firmly believe that there's something developing and moving into West Little Rock. Let's play this safe. I want everybody to get into their tornado safe place immediately. Put as many walls between you and the outside. Ned?
The storm's still very tightly wound up just east of Mayflower, moving in an area that's going to take it toward Valonia and Saltillo. You can see clearly evidence of this hook echo that we are looking at. It's in this area right here. It's now east. It's moving very fast at about 45 miles an hour. So it's in the vicinity of Mayflower and just east of there now. It's moving toward Valonia. Valonia, you will be feeling the effects of this storm right here by approximately 7:30. So you have about 15 minutes to move, collect your family, and move to a safe place immediately. So that's where the storm is. And again, I will get a track on it. I'll get a track on this, and then we're going to go to Bobby Powers, who is tracking the storm as well. But again, at about 40 miles an hour, Valonia by about 7:30 to 7:34. Otto and Funston after that. Bobby Powers is on the phone with
Bobby,
us.
what you got? He's with that confirmed tornado near Mayflower. What you got, Bobby?
Hi, Todd, Ned. Yeah, I just we headed westbound on Highway 365. We were going to toward Mayflower to see what you find today.
You're breaking up, Bobby. We'll try to get back to him as soon as we can. Obviously, cell traffic is going to be very jammed right now. Let's go back to Ned and 5 live Doppler radars. And just to let everybody know, the circulation, the confirmed tornado has crossed over 89. It is north of Highway 89 and moving east of Lake Conway. And we also have a developing circulation now just west of West Little Rock, just southwest of that area. I-630